you know how I'm big into comics and all that, and especially like Red Hood, to the point where I dress up as him for like Halloween and stuff.
Yay.
So technically, he is my second favorite DC character. My first one, you're gonna laugh at this story, and I'm gonna feel terrible. All right, so when I first got into comics, all I really knew was the animated TV shows and some of the movies. And then one of my grandfathers, when he passed away, gave me a big box of comics. It's where I got one of my first Gambit comics, and it's where I solidified my love for Gambit. But then I was like, you know what? Most of these comics I don't care for, so I'm going to sell them. And at the time, Taylor and Zach were really into comics. So they're like, hey, we know this comic book place. You could sell it, get some credit, and start your own comic collection of comics that you like. And I'm like, all right. I don't know what I would get though. And they're like, oh, just look online. So I did. Do you want to know what I searched to try to find a comic book character to get
What?
comics of? Heroes that are based off of Timberwolves. Or just wolves in general. I don't remember exactly which one.
Just give in, Brian. You're a furry. You want to be let the wolf out. He's
so,
clawing.
so that led me to two in particular. One of them I didn't go for, though I do have like their first appearance ever in comics. Um, and their name was Wolfsbane, and they're from Marvel. But the other one, his name is Timberwolf. Um, and at the time was when they were doing the New 52 run, so I got all the comics that he was in of New 52, and then a bunch of old ones. And it's gotten to the point where I have well over 100 different comics of just dealing with Timberwolf. Um, and yeah, I did those two TikToks of like my favorite DC comics and all that, and it made me remember how the fuck I got into comics, and it was searching up wolves and seeing what was related to them, and then thankfully it has not become as big. Tim Wolf has not become as big of a thing that I could follow as easily as like Jason Todd slash Red Hood is. Though I do still have one of the only known figurines of Timberwolf.
Hmm,
Yeah,
nice figure.
I had to share that story because it's just been rattling around in my head. I'm just like, God damn it! I have to. I need to say this to Matt. I need to get it off my chest. I know he's gonna laugh at me, but I have to do it.
Uh, I can't even. I can't. Just don't know it yet.
In my defense, I'm actually not sure why he calls it. He calls himself Timberwolf because like he's human looking, but he's technically an alien. Um, and there's no animals like wolves on his planet, according to the lore. And his original name was Lone Wolf, but then he like joined a team and he wasn't alone anymore, so he had to change his name. So I don't know why he's called that. And his outfit, the only thing that really is wolf like about it is the fact that he has a wolf symbol on his chest. Otherwise, he looks a lot like Wolverine, but came out like 3 years before Wolverine. So Wolverine looks a lot like him. He's even got those this the spiky hair that is like mountains on the side of the head, and then the mutton chops. One version of him, at least, has that. So. Uncle Maya says, I ain't laughing at you. I'm hilariously laughing at you. Big difference.